less than half of it's on.
What's he going to do with that?
It was on the radio. He was going to take it off there and plug it in right to your recorder.
Ask him if we go Thursday night, if we make it there.
Hey, Tom, bring me out of the action. 3 calls.
We're live.
Introducing the Arkansas North home team, the River Falls Wildcats.
From the Richmond Sports Center, it's the River Falls Wildcats and the Richmond Tigers. Hello everyone, Art Hemingway. We're set to bring you the action from tonight's second game for the Wildcats in the sectional playoffs. Tonight's opponent, New Richmond, got the bye. Right now, both teams are being introduced. Mike Miller will take goal tonight. The line of Hemingway, Rotsert, and Miner are being introduced on the forward line. On defense, David Wilkins and Jim Simone. They're introducing by name and number the rest of the Wildcat team, although the Wildcats are taking the blue line right now. It looks like there's a lot of excitement as far as the Wildcats go. They were really fired up coming onto the ice. There's a good turnout tonight as far as Wildcat fans go. The bleachers are half full. Maybe we can get a picture, Chuck, of the Wildcat fans. Maybe we can get a picture of the crowd over there. As you can see, there's a lot of student body and parents. Most of those are River Falls fans. The Tigers are up behind the nice warm glass. All right, Tigers are being introduced right now. In a minute, we'll have our national anthem, and then we'll be set to bring you the action. As I was about to say before the introduction of teams, New Richmond got the bye, and they got to play the winner of Hudson and River Falls. So they're fresher than River Falls, but in a way, sometimes it's better to play that game and get that first one out of the way. We're going to have the national anthem right now, and we'll be back to call the action. Alive national anthem. The Wildcats are gathering around their net right now, getting fired up, along with the Tigers. Tonight's winner will go on to play in Hayward Thursday night, 2 nights rest, and they'll either play Superior or Rice Lake. Both teams are playing tonight the same time we are at Rice Lake. In addition to tonight's lineup, which an injury has taken place 2 weeks ago, and we've got Todd Cernahouse back tonight. He'll center probably the same line that he did before. And I forget which color it is. And our color man is coming too, Mr. Miller.
Haven't added much color for a while.
Pretty tough to do when you're keeping official score and announcing and
Running the clock.
right. River Falls is the home team for tonight's game. And we're set for the face-off. Ullman and Hemingway face off, and the Tigers control the puck. Back to Swigum. Swigum throws it over to Kruger, tries to get it up. Hemingway holds that one in. Rotzert stumped down there by Kruger. Now Hemingway into the corner. Simone tries to hold it in. He kicks her down into the corner, and Ullman comes up with it. Ullman's pass ahead is broke up by Rotzert. He's checked off the puck, and Hemingway has it. Plays it off the boards, on down into the corner, and Sanchez is after it. Minor on Sanchez, and now it's up to Marty. Marty throws her ahead. No one was there. Looks like we're going to have our first icing call for the evening, and it's going to come all the way down to the left side of Brian Milliron, who's our goalie tonight. That's kind of tough to say once in a while.
Brian, I think they call it Milliron, don't they? Or is it Milliron?
I think Milliron is the way they were saying it on the radio the other day, but I wouldn't swear to it.
There are some people down from Durand by that name, and I know they call it Milliron.
It could go either way. And there's the first shot by the Wildcats. It's taken by Ogden. He's to the right side of the goal, just a little bit wide. It goes off the boards onto the back of the net, and we have another stop in action. River Falls has changed lines. They have not centering with Ogden at one wing and by at the other. On defense, we've got O'Neill and Dusick.
Are we going to be rotating Chris into that defense and offensive position?
No, they've got Cernahouse back.
Oh, he is back.
He's back. Okay, right now the Wildcats have it. They dump it into the corner. Ogden dumped it behind the net, picked up by New Richmond. Here comes New Richmond breaking down the ice. Number 16, Olson. That was number 9, Murtha. Along the boards, back to the point. And now Bai comes away with it. Bai up ahead to Ogden. Ogden gets it into the zone. Around the corner, he beat one man. He's going to walk right in, take a shot. And it's saved. Saved by Milliron. Boy, he had a good opportunity there, Jim. He walked right in, come right down in front of the goal.
He just walked right through there, like you said. He went by that one man like he was standing still, got in front of the goalie and took a nice shot, but the goalie stopped it. He was there.
Okay, Cernahouse is out there now. Schrank will take this face-off, and Wheeler's on the other wing. On the face-off, comes back to Wheeler, shoots and scores!
Oh! He hit that left pipe, and the pipe didn't kill us today. The first one hit the pipe, rebounded in.
Nice to see Matt Wheeler pick up his probably second goal, I think, of the season.
I believe it's his second
and it
goal.
comes at a very excellent and opportune time. That goal is 1 minute and about, 21 seconds into the game.
21 into the game.
All right, on the face-off now. The Tigers come away with it. They dump her all the way down. Miller's going to shove it behind his net. And McAndrew picks it up for the Tigers. Along the boards, out to the point. Miller gets his first save of the game. It was a little high, but he gloved her off into the corner. Now comes Wheeler. Wheeler's pass is broke up. That one is shoved back in by Buffy for the Tigers. And it's on the net. We've got a whistle, and the face-off will come to the right of Mike Miller. And 13-19 remaining in the period. River Falls will go back to Hemingway, Rotzert, and Minor, and on defense, Simone and Wilkins.
Were you counting pipes in our game against Hudson last week?
I most certainly was. I come up with 5. Now, there could be some disputes. It could have been more.
I was down close by the box, and I heard a few of those tinks. You know?
All right, Miller makes a nice save, stretches out, and gets a pad on that one. Now, down behind the net, tries to stuff it, and he missed it. Now, Minor comes away with it. Minor beat one defenseman by number 14, Ogden. They got an Ogden. Oh, that's the wrong team. Kruger comes away with the Tigers. Now Hemingway breaking right in on goal, cuts across, and Millern saves that one. Tries to fall on. Puck is still loose behind the net. Hemingway's down, and they're going to blow the whistle. I don't know if it got under him. It looked like he was almost trying to grab that one and pull it under him, but he wouldn't do that.
I thought we had at least 8 pipes against Hudson, and here the first pipe we hit that.
Oh, I'll tell you one guy that should know he's kind of related to you. No, that's right. It was on the other end, wasn't it?
I think those goalies can still hear the pipe.
That's right.
We're at the other end of the net.
Okay, the Tigers trying to get it out now. They do. They dump her all the way down. It's a potential icing. The race is on, and Wilkins and the Tigers go into it, and I think we're going to get a penalty on Wilkins. He's going to be caught for holding, and actually what happened is the Tiger and Wilkins were going after it. Number 4 is Marty, and Wilkins just kind of grabbed a hold of Marty and held on to him, and just to hold him back from getting the puck, and that should either be holding or interference, right, Jim?
Yeah, I think so. No question about it.
So the Tigers will go on the first power play. 12:27 remaining in the first period. 1-0 River Falls. And the Wildcats will send out Knott at center, and Ogden on the forward line. O'Neill and Dusick back on defense. O'Neill finds an open spot, shoves her all the way down. Millern makes a save on it. Fanned by the defenseman. Now Ogden's got it. Ogden, loose puck, and the Tigers come up with it. Throw it up ahead for Murtha. Murtha brings it in across, kind of backhands it in, and Miller makes the save. Dusick throws her back for O'Neill, who throws it all the way around the boards, and they won't catch up with this one. It'll go all the way down into the corner. 1:31 remaining in the power play for the Tigers. Now Ogden down into the corner. We've got a delayed penalty coming up, and it'll be on the Tigers, so it'll be 1:23 remaining in this. In the Wildcat penalty, and number 18, Todd Roble, will get it for the Tigers. We'll pick up the call in a minute, so River Falls should have about a 33-second or so power play. 37-second. Schrank will take this face-off now, controlled by Hudson, who bangs it ahead, but River Falls knocks it right back in. It's down behind the net now. Cernahouse ties up his man. Schrank tried to knock it out. Landon can't hold it in, and the Wildcats will have to come out to center ice and regroup. Cernahouse knocks it back in now. Tigers pick it up. And now it's Landon. Landon takes a shot. That one's wide to the left. McCutcheon's going up after it. He takes her down. He's knocked down. Puck's along the boards, and Schrank goes and covers up for McCutcheon. Takes his man out of the play, and Landon just shoves it on down. Broke up by the Tigers, who are coming across. Nice check by Hemingway. Now Landon's coming across. Landon down into the corner. Loses control of the puck. Trying to take her down behind the net now. He does. He's being all tied up by number 14, Kruger, for the Tigers. Now Hemingway's down there. A lot of action into the corner now. Hemingway's trying to come away with it. Puck is loose. Here comes the Wildcats. They dump it on down. There's 2 of them chasing, and McCutcheon's going to be the first one to it. McCutcheon takes her down behind the net, throws it up along the boards. That's held in by the Tigers. Number 2, Olson. He couldn't control it. Now it's out at center ice. Hemingway knocks it ahead and goes and chases it. Number 5, Oman, is back after it. He takes Oman into the board. Oman just kind of puts it under his glove and covers up on it. We got to stop in the action. 2 seconds left on the Wildcat penalty and 39 seconds on the Tiger penalty.
We'll get our first one-man advantage here for a little over a half a minute. See if we can put anything on the board with it. Not very much time to get it organized, but at least it's starting down in our zone.
10:29 remaining in the period on the faceoff. Hemingway shoves it right ahead. It's wide of the net, and Rotzert's after it. Rotzert out to the point now. Simone takes a shot. That one is just a little bit wide. Wilkins tries to hold it in. He does, but he loses his stick. The Tigers come away with it. Number 7, Johnson, and a nice save by Miller. Johnson picks it up one more time, tries to shove it behind the net. Simone will pick this one up. Simone up to Rotzert. Rotzert's breaking up, got Hemingway and Miner with him. Rotzert takes her across, fakes a slap shot. Hemingway's stick is being held. He couldn't even get it around on the play. Gets it caught in the screen, and now Wilkins shoves it down into the corner. Down behind the net, we got 1 second left. And I think we're going to have another penalty. Looks like Hemingway. Or is it New Richmond? The Tigers.
They might be calling him for holding on Shane's stick that time.
Looks like they're both going.
They're both going it.
Well, that was I don't know if there's a retaliation or not. I didn't see it, but boy, they just grabbed his stick and held it right behind his back. He couldn't even get his stick out. He got the other end caught right into the wire. And what happened after that, I didn't see. But anyway, both of them are going.
I wonder maybe if they didn't call the hold and then retaliation.
Rochford will take this face off. Out it. High sticking is a call on both of them. All right, Wilkins dumps it in.
The way Shane's stick got high was trying to get it up out of the hold.
All right, the Tigers dump her all the way down. There'll be no icing on this. Wilkins is taken heavily into the boards. That would have been a charging in my books anytime. Rochford takes his man into the boards. Could get a little bit rough now. Number 2, Olson. Nice save by Miller. He come out and stop Ullman on a nice.
Took the angle away from him on that one. He had to end up.
He sure did. Now Miner knocks the puck away. He's got a break coming right in on goal. He's being shoved wide. He centers it. Broke up by number 14, Kruger, for the Tigers. Now Kruger's got it. Tries to get it out. O'Neill holds it in. Now Ullman's going to pick it up. Throws it ahead. O'Neill has it. O'Neill looking for someone to pass to. Tries to find a hole, and he couldn't. Now O'Neill picks it back up again. O'Neill skating down center ice. Now Ogden's got it. Ogden does a little D. Coming around. Ogden one more time. Centers it to not. That one was hit by a defenseman.
And I think that kid kicked it away, or Corey was right there. He'd have been jamming that one.
Sure was. Now O'Neill just takes a shot right on goal, and Ogden will chase it. Down behind the net, Ullman goes with Ogden. It's knocked around the other way, and Kruger comes up with it for the Tigers. Knott takes Kruger off the puck, and Corey comes up with it. He's being interfered with a little bit there. Tie up along the board, stopping the action. 8:21 remaining in the period, and 30 seconds left on each coincidental penalty.
Could have been a tie game, but Mike took that breakaway away from that kid. He got out there just right, floated with him, and took the shot right, took it away from him.
The Wildcats will send out Schrank and Cernahouse now on the forward line with McCutcheon and Landon on defense. And there's a shot right on goal, and Miller makes the save on that. On the face-off, the Tigers shove her into the corner. Number 16, Olson, picks it up. Olson skating up ice. Olson loses his skates, and here comes Landon. Landon threw her ahead to Schrank just a little bit too far, and Sanchez picks it up. Sanchez stops, looking for someone to pass to. Back to Sanchez now. Sanchez along the board. Number 18, Roble. Now there's McCutcheon with a shot. That's a little wide. Back to Landon. Landon throws her on goal. Cernahouse just kind of helped it along and lifted the puck up, and it went right over Milliron's pad.
Yep, Cerny, first game back, first period, he got his goal. He needed that too. Scotty had a nice assist on it. He put it right on net.
Welcome back, Mr. Cernahouse. Yep. 2-0 River Falls with 7:49 remaining in the period. Hemingway, Rochford, Miner out there now with Wilkinson, Simone on defense. Face-off control by the Wildcats. They shove it ahead, broke up by New Richmond. Buffy just knocks it on down the corner, and Miller stops that one. Here's Simone now picking it up. Simone looking for somebody to pass to. Up the corner to Hemingway. Hemingway can't control it. And number 12, Buffy, takes that way. Centers it to number 2, Johnson, who fanned, and now a shot deflected by Hemingway out into the center ice area. And Rochford picks it up. Here's Rochford. Got a break, and Miner with a Miner. Oh, it takes a shot, and I don't know where that one went.
Just a shot wide. It sounded like it hit the board.
It had to shoot wide because he picked it up down behind the back of the net. Rochford,
it was laying right
got
out
him
there.
Nice, and he was set up nice. He just couldn't get the shot on goal.
Well, they're keeping pressure on. That's important.
Face-off will come just outside in a neutral ice area because the puck was on the net. Ullman and Hemingway, and the Tigers control the puck. Leesburg with it now. Throws it on over to Kruger, who tosses it on up, and Wilkins intercepts that. Wilkins has passed to Rochford. He tips it into the zone. And now Miner holds it. Miner takes a shot. That one is gloved by Miller, and he'll hold on in 6:59 remaining in the period. 2-0 River Falls.
Well, we don't want to look ahead too far, Art, but I'm sure we won't have a score from the Hayward region up there. Superior and Rice Lake playing tonight.
As you can see, the fans, it looks like it's filling up a little bit more in the stands there. Back to the action now. We've got Ogden out there and now O'Neill. O'Neill's back at the fence and looking quite comfortable back there. Now by with it into the corner. Picked up by the Tigers. Kruger's long lead pass for number 4, Marty. Marty centers it. That one is deflected by Dusick. There's a shot by one of the Tigers from the point, and that one hits Knott and goes all the way out into center ice here. Pass broken up by and Corey Knott went offside just right in front of him, cut right in front of him, went offside, and there's an offside. We'll have a face-off just outside the Tiger zone, and River Falls will change lines right now. On a face-off, picked up by the Tigers. Swanson now with it. He dumps it in. Miller will just stop it, and McCutcheon will pick it up. McCutcheon being bothered by Murtha. Now Murtha picks it up right into the slot, tries to get a shot off, and then Landon picks it up. Here comes Landon breaking down the ice. He's all by himself. The Tigers knock that one away, and Cernahouse gets it. We've got a penalty. It looks like we're going to have one on the Wildcats. Number 12, Wheeler. Interference, or is that a high stick?
I think he called it a high stick. I'm not sure.
Or is that a cross check?
Did he go like this, or did he go like this? And it's a cross check.
The penalty at 8:58 first period is 2 minute minus for cross checking number 12.
6:02 is the time of that cross check penalty. On Wheeler, Hemingway and Rotzert will play the forward line with Simone and Wilkins on defense. Johnson on the face-off against Hemingway. Controlled by the Tigers. Now Simone gets it. Backhands it all the way down into the corner, and Hemingway will chase. Swigum is back to pick it up. Hemingway's interfering with him. Back up. Hemingway's going to get... Oh, it just comes right outside the zone, and Wilkins... we got a delayed offside. Rotzert was trapped in there. Wilkins had his back toward him, and he was just interested in getting it back down into the corner, but he caught Rotzert offside. The Tigers are switching lines. Oman on the face-off, shoves it ahead. Now it's Simone. Simone just finds a nice wide open spot, shoves it all the way down into the corner and down behind the net. And Kruger's back to pick it up. Hemingway and Kruger. Hemingway doing some good forechecking down there now. Comes away with the puck. Being interfered with, all tied up by Kruger. And here's the Hemingway, throws her back to Simone. Simone looking for somebody to pass to. Throws her all the way down. It's on goal. And Miller makes the save. The Tigers just throw it out into center ice, and Simone picks it up again. Finds an open spot, and the Tigers pick it up in their zone.
Tigers sure aren't doing anything with this.
Good forechecking by the Wildcats. Now Simone gets it again. Looking for an opening up along the boards, trying to tie it up. Nice poke check by Wilkins, throws it up along the boards, and Kruger picks it up. Kruger throws it down behind the net. Now Simone's after it. Simone backhands her, and it's out into the center ice area, hops over the stick and goes all the way down. River Falls will change lines. Ogden is going back after it now. All the way back around the corner, and here comes Knott. I thought Corey had a chance at stealing that one and walking right in. Now Knott breaks that one up. That's center ice. Here comes the Tigers now. Sanchez across. Puck is loose, and Dusick knocks that one back. Here comes O'Neill, down, wide pass to Ogden, picks it up right at the red line, carries it in. Ogden deking his way through. He's taken right out, legs right out from underneath him. Here comes the Tigers, 2-on-2. A long slap shot from outside goes on the net. We got a whistle, and a face-off will come in the neutral ice area. Jim, I don't know if I would agree with taking that slap shot from all the way across out there, but then again, the Tigers haven't done anything to get it into the zone and control it anyway.
I think it just showed a little move of desperation because although we were shorthanded, we totally controlled that, forechecking well and passing well down in the zone. When we got it back in the neutral zone, we took control of it again.
Bad pass right there by McCutcheon, almost picked up by the Tigers. But it is.
We lucked out on that one.
It's still up along the boards. Nobody's controlling it. And Roble takes a shot from a bad angle. Roble's right there. And Miller was down, but Roble's deflection was a little bit wide of the net. Tigers had an excellent opportunity, but they couldn't capitalize. And the next time it got around Miller, he made sure he got on it.
He got on top of it that time. It all started with a bad pass. Gave them the puck, and they just put the pressure on for about 2 quick shots there and a near miss.
All right, Schrank on the face-off along with Cernahouse. He shoves it up ahead. No one's controlling it. Cernahouse goes down. Puck is out in the neutral ice area. And Olson picks it up for the Tigers. And now Miller for the Tigers picks it up. Number 3 takes a shot, which is, whoa, I'm on the wrong program again. I got Miller and McCutcheon on the Tigers. Now Landon tries to dump it out, held in. Along the boards, puck is loose in the center slot area, and Wheeler gets it a pass up, lead pass for Schrank, and we got an interference penalty coming right up. He took Schrank right off from underneath right out of the play as Schrank was going down after it. The puck was way up ahead, so the Tigers will go on to their, this is second or third penalty for the Tigers. I think the second one. 3:06 remaining in the period. 2-0 River Falls.
That kid looked like he was doing some downfield blocking that time.
That's why they got Schrank playing line in football, because his legs went right out from under him. It was an easy tackle, don't you think?
Yeah, easy.
All right, Hemingway on the face-off, shoves it ahead. The Tigers pick it up, try to dump it in the zone, but Simone picks it off. Simone up to Hemingway, wheeling around center ice area, throws it over to Miner. He's all by himself, takes the shot, and that one is high. Hemingway down behind the net. He couldn't control it. The Tigers play it off the boards to Simone. Simone down to Miner. Miner loses control of the puck. Back to Miner and out to Simone. At the point. Back to Miner. Out to Simone. River Falls controlling this puck real nice. Simone takes a shot. Milliron gloves it and holds on. And we've got a minute 31 remaining in this power play.
Good thing he gloved that because Shane was right there. If that puck had bounced off and come this side of the net at all, there'd have been a rebound and gone right in the net on him.
Face-off will come just to the right of Milliron. Ullman will be against Hemingway on this face-off. Puck is controlled by the Wildcats. Simone again, another low shot. And I don't know if that was deflected by Hemingway or if it did beat Milliron high to the left. We'll have to wait for the official announcement.
Yeah, the same thing. Taking that shot from the point ahead. Jeff Rotzert on this side and Shane on the other side. They were ready there to get the deflection or to get the rebound. And that time it looked like, if anything, it was the deflection that they got.
Well,
so we took the shot and Shane got the tip on it, or the deflection on it.
Okay, the Wildcats now trying to break it out of the zone, and the Tigers come up with it. Marty back to Ullman. Ullman still controlling the puck down behind the net. Ullman looking for someone to pass to. Skating it right into the center ice, takes a back hand, but there's plenty of Wildcats into the slot. And now O'Neill couldn't get it out. Olson tries to pick it up, but Dusick comes away with it. Dusick up to Ogden, and he couldn't control it. There's no icing on it. It's all the way down in the corner, and now Ullman picks it up. He couldn't get it out. Ogden has it again for the Wildcats. Up along the boards. Dusick will take a wrist shot. That one goes behind the net. And the Tigers are looking to get it out. By takes his man into the boards. And Dave Marty comes up with it. Dave Marty right into the slot. He passed it, and that was stopped by the Wildcats. They still hold it into the zone. And now Marty one more time has it. Tries to drop it back, and By has it. The Wildcats looking very impressive on this one, and not took a backhand. And that one was
a bit high, but it was a nice shot.
All right, now it's O'Neill, a backhand try, and that one he couldn't get anything on. Now the Tigers are trying to come away with it, and it's Ullman stopped by Dusick. Dusick's wait for his teammates to get onside. He'll take it in himself, being all tied up, hauled down. He never left his feet. O'Neill takes his man out, and we got an offsides. Good pressure that time, Jim, by the Wildcats. That line just controlled the puck right in there, and they got off a couple shots. Nothing really on them, but at least they were controlling the puck.
You talked about him not getting Dusick off his feet. That's a tough job. You know, he's a big kid, but he's not a really huge kid, but he just got really good balance. You know,
okay, now.
Good balance and doesn't go down very
Play is at center ice. The Tigers try to knock it in. They do come up with a puck dumper all the way down into the corner, and Landon's going to chase it. Landon now. Murtha was trying to get him, and now Olsen right into the slot. Now it's Murtha again into the corner. McCutcheon's going to check Murtha. He throws up along the boards. The puck is high off the boards. Murtha picks it up one more time, throws her around the corner to Roble. Todd Roble now in for the Tigers, trying to pick it up. And we've got another penalty coming. It looks like it's going to be on the Wildcats. Schrank just touches it, throws it up. And we're going to get about the fourth penalty of the period, I believe, for the Wildcats.
Could be the fourth one. Had a couple that guys that usually don't have any penalty. You had Matt Wheeler get one earlier, and
now
Scotty Landon just got one. And I don't think that's Scotty's fourth or fifth penalty all year, is it? Very many.
On the face-off, Cernahouse shoves her right ahead onto the neutral ice area, and the Wildcats will regroup. Kruger back after for the Tigers. He passes it back to McAndrew, bringing it on up the ice. There's a pass over to Buffy, and he couldn't control it, and now Cernahouse has it. Cernahouse to Wheeler. Wheeler gets around one man, back over to Cernahouse. Cernahouse does a deke, comes right into the slot, and the puck is loose down into the corner, and that will just about do it. There's the whistle, and we have a 3-0 score for River Falls, and the Wildcats, Jim, played a very impressive first period.
Yeah, they were aggressive. They controlled the puck. They had the pressure on practically all period. Came out with 3 goals. Took 3 or 4 penalties. You hate to say it, but the penalties obviously didn't hurt us.
Well, when you're playing aggressively like that, penalties are going to come. Okay, we're going to take a break. We'll be back in a few minutes just for the second period.
Goalie Miller, 5 saves. For the Richmond goalie Miller, 9 saves. 3 scores.
But he wants to watch.
Start anytime you want to start.
In the third period of the high school basketball game between the Richmond and Hudson, the Richmond is leading 23-20. They are in the third period.
We're back for the start of the second period. 3-0 River Falls. The Wildcats will be coming down our way for this period. On the face-off, it'll be Hemingway against Mark Murtha for the Tigers. The draw is controlled by Hemingway. Shoves it ahead. The Tigers pick it up into the zone. Leesburg has it now. Leesburg skating it up ahead. Leesburg passes it up ahead to Roble. Roble cutting around Wilkins. He couldn't get the centering pass off. He does now, and it's into the slot. There's a pass ahead. It hits Hemingway in the back, and the Tigers pick it up, dump it into the corner. Down around the net it goes. Out into the corner, another centering pass. That hits traffic. We're going to have a delayed penalty, it looks like, on Rotzert or Simone. One of them is going to get a cross-checking. Did you see that one, Jim?
I didn't see the penalty. Action down there, not too much happening. But refs are calling a close game.
Yeah, they're calling everything they see, and Simone just kind of took his stick, pushed the guy away. It wasn't anything tough or out of line as far as a Wildcat fan goes.
Nothing we haven't seen before.
No. Down into the corner now. A face-off will come to the left of Mike Miller.
But like 3 of those penalties the first period were on kids that just don't get many penalties. Wilkins was one of them, Wheeler's another one in Landon. Some of our big penalty men are taking it easy tonight. Now Jimmy's
I hope
getting
they're
in the
not
act.
saving them.
Jimmy's in the act now. That's one of our biggies.
Corey Knott on the face-off against Murtha. It comes out to the Wildcats. They shove it out right into the slot. Miller makes a save. There's a shot again up over the net. Now O'Neill picks it up. O'Neill being tied up along the boards. Puck is loose, back out to the point. And it's Swanson that has it. Throws it back over. Swanson picks it up again. Tries to center, and Dusick knocks that one down. Miller's out of goal, just falls on it and covers up. 14:06 remaining in the power. Well, it's not a power play. Yes, it is. We're
Double.
That's right.
Double
We're down
power
2.
And when you're down 2 men, that goalie's going to cover up everything he can possibly cover up.
No doubt. 41 seconds, and we'll get the first man out of the box.
Not many people there to clear it for you.
Not on a face-off. Got Dusick out there and O'Neill, 2 defensemen, and now will do the chase. And O'Neill gets it, tries to get it out. That one is stopped. And now the Tigers pick it up, dump it down around behind the net. Dusick throws it back over, and O'Neill's got it. He's got an opening. He's going to find a spot, shove it all the way down, right down into this corner where we're at. Milliron goes back, and it's Swigum that picks it up. Swigum throws it ahead, and now number 7 is Johnson. He couldn't control it. Out to center ice, and Buffy picks it up. Buffy tries to get it. Dusick picks that one up, throws it out center ice. We got 5 seconds, and we'll get and the Wildcats will get 1 man back. Sanchez takes a shot, and that one saved by Miller. Picked up by Dusick and shoved all the way down, and Schrank is back after it. Schrank, goalie's way out of net. Schrank is doing the chasing now. Sanchez down behind the net.
Oh, did you see
Took
that
a swipe
goalie?
at Schrank, but didn't hurt Schrank any. Now Cernhouse along the boards. The puck's out at center ice, and it's 5-on-4 right now. Here's Wilkins. He lobs it up for Schrank, but he couldn't control it. There's a pass ahead. Hemingway's out of the box now. Hemingway is cut right out. We got a penalty coming up. It looked like a good check to me. Sanchez is going to get the gate, though, for a trip.
Looked like a good hip check.
I thought that was an excellent hip check. I thought he got his hip right out there and just took the legs right out from Hemingway, but the ref didn't see it that way.
We've got our ref up in the box there. Let's see what he'd say.
I'm sure if I ask somebody at home what he thinks of it, I know I'll get the trip call. And Hemingway shoves it ahead. Back to get it out of the Tigers. They throw it up along the boards. Puck is loose at the boards. Rotzert gets it. He walking into the corner. Gonna take a shot. There's a rebound, and Hemingway couldn't get that one. Number 5, Ullman picks that one up, trying to skate it out. He does get it out center ice area. Wilkins falls down. Puck is underneath him. Now it's loose. Ullman picks it up.
Hemingway was a little
Ullman coming.
when that puck rebounded out past him.
Okay, now the puck comes all the way back down into the Tiger zone. Number 4 is Marty. He throws it up ahead. Wilkins picks that one off into the Wildcat zone. Long pass for Rotzert. Rotzert tries to get it up, broken up by Marty, and now Simone has it. The Wildcats trying to get it into the zone. There's a pass and a breakaway for the Tigers. It's Olsen breaking right in. He takes a shot and misses the whole net. And I'll bet you Miller is glad that one was a little bit wide because he had it all to himself.
That was one on the goalie.
Kruger now in the corner. Now it's Wilkins up to Hemingway. Hemingway into Rotzert. Rotzert's taken out. He's fallen offside, and now Simone has it. Simone over to Wilkins. He couldn't control it. He's checked, and now Ullman picks it up. He throws it out. Wilkins has it. Throws it ahead to Hemingway. Plays it off the boards. Down into the corner. Puck is loose. Rotzert's there to pick it up, but Marty just grabs it, throws it out center ice area. River Falls will try to get a line change now. Simone just passes it right straight ahead to Ullman. And Ullman's carrying the puck down. Still controlling the puck. Down into the corner, Knott takes him off. Ties him up into the corner. We're going to have a face-off with 11-12 left in the period. 22 seconds remaining in the power play for River Falls. And that time on that power play, they couldn't get much going, Jim.
No, I didn't have much. I don't know what Jimmy was thinking about. He laid that puck right over on his stick. Nice clear pass. He must have just been...
Must not have seen Shane heading for the box. On a face-off, Murtha against Knott. Murtha shoves it ahead. Puck is loose into the corner. Now it's Dusick. Throws it down behind the net for O'Neill. O'Neill skating up. O'Neill plays it off the boards, and here comes By breaking down the right side. He throws a pass over for Knott. Couldn't control it. Plays at center ice, and now it's By. By throws it over to Knott. Coming in right in the slot, throws it over to Ogden. He couldn't get his stick down on it. And now it's down behind the net. And Leesburg picks it up.
He just couldn't control it.
Leesburg picks it up, throws it out center ice area, and now the Tigers, Olsen has it. He couldn't control it, and here comes the Wildcats again. Now it's Ogden, going to cut right out and in, and he takes a shot, and Milliron comes up with a nice save. A puck is loose in the corner. And now it's out to Dusick at the point. A rush shot by Dusick, and that one is wide. Here comes O'Neill trying to hold it in. Puck's along the boards, and they're going to blow the whistle and say it was played ahead with the hand. And well, that had to be against the Tigers because they're going to keep it into the zone.
Yeah, the number 18 laid down over there, and I think he was kind of going to grab the puck initially and sweep it in, but he knew he couldn't do that, and he knocked it ahead.
I'm sure Dave Knott will be proud of how I'm really picking up the rules of this game when he watches this film. All right, on the face-off now.
He'll be pleased and maybe even a little surprised.
Right, it's out to the point. McCutcheon's trying to hold it in. He does, up along the boards. The Tigers pick it up, down into the corner now. Back out to the point, and McCutcheon takes a shot. Cernhaus tried to steer it, and Schrank does a nice heavy check, takes his man out. And we've got a stop in the action, and we'll have a face-off just to the left of Milliron.
The ref's talking to Beaver. I don't know if he's just telling him to watch it a little, but it was a nice, he just checked the kid.
Yeah, I thought it was a good check. Looked that way. Ullman against Schrank. Well, we're going to have a line change. It'll be Hemingway, Rotsert, and Miner coming out there. Well, for Tom Rotsert's sake, we got Rotsert, Hemingway, and Miner going out. All right, all the way around the boards now. Simone couldn't hold it in. Nice check by Rotsert. They're going to call a penalty on that, and I don't understand that.
Calling from checking from behind.
No, interference.
Interference?
That's interference, isn't it? I don't quite agree with that one. It looked like a nice check from the side to me.
If anything, it would have been checking from behind because it was a little bit toward the back. But I don't know how he got interference out of it.
I'll tell you, they're calling anything that anybody that hits out there tonight is going to get her. They better be good and clean.
That's another kid that just doesn't take penalties.
Right. On the face-off, controlled by the Tigers. That's Olsen, passes it over to Marty. Dave Marty couldn't control it. Miner knocked that one away. And now we got Kruger picking it up. He throws it over to Sanchez. Sanchez looking for someone to pass to. Sanchez going to skate it right up the ice. Throws it over to Marty. Marty taking it down into the corner with Wilkins. Wilkins is the first one to get there. He's taking it up along the boards. Marty's trying to tie him up, and Olsen comes away with it. Olsen tried to stuff it, and Miller just drops right on that one and saves it. 1 minute, 30 seconds left in the power play for the Tigers. 9:22 remaining in the period. The Wildcats on a line change. Knott and Ogden are out there to play the forward line along with it'll be O'Neill and Dusick on defense. Miller's doing a little pad adjustment there. Now we're getting set. Now the Tigers will pull a complete line change.
Take advantage of their. Except they're not the home team tonight, are they?
No, they are the visitors.
Home team gets to switch last, I believe, don't they, if they want? So we could have another line change. Obviously.
I think so. Okay, there's a shot from the point by Leesburg. That one is wide. Comes back out. Leesburg's there and knocks that away from him. And that's held in by the Tigers, and now O'Neill gets it. O'Neill throws it off the board. That one didn't go all the way down, but Ogden steals it. Ogden going to walk right in, and he shoots underneath and scores. He beats Milliron right underneath the pad. It was a nice hustle job by Ogden, and I don't think the Tigers are really expecting Ogden to be there.
That was hustle from the red line. All that was one-man determination. Loggy wanted his goal.
That's the kind he gets by himself.
Yeah.
On the face-off, Hemingway is out there now. No, it's Olsen. Olsen takes the center with Link. And there's a shot by the Tigers, number 18, Roble. That one again is wide. Simone takes his man off. Tigers come up with it, out to the point to Olsen. Olsen takes a shot, hits traffic. Simone's going to come away with a nice pass out to Olsen. Here comes Olsen breaking down. He gets by his number 16, Olsen, and he tries to bring it around, and that one is loose. There's a shot by Simone and deflected by the Tigers. And we got a whistle. And I don't know, we got a penalty coming up, and I didn't see that one again.
That happened down here out of our field of vision and way away from the play, so I don't know if
Well, it happened after Simone took the shot. Now, they're both going to go, and I don't know whether the guy hit, if we're going to get a couple high stickings.
Yeah,
or...
I see one high stick indication over there. I don't know what the other one was.
Well, that was almost a dangerous shot there for Mill Iron as Simone took the shot, and one of his defensemen just deflected that one and changed the angles on it, but Mill Iron did come up with the save. Now, this is a penalty-plagued game, but really I haven't seen anything that's really been out of that. Oh, there's a backhand shot by Hemingway. That one goes wide into the corner now. Hemingway and Olsen, and now Sanchez comes away with it. At the neutral ice area, Sanchez dumps her all the way down, and Marty's chasing that one. There's Dusick now. Dusick's pass up to Hemingway. He couldn't control it. There will be no icing. Mill Iron comes out and leaves it for Sanchez.
We're shorthanded anyway. So
4 on 3. Sanchez now throws her on over to Marty. Up ahead now to Olsen for the Tigers. And they get it into the zone. Nobody can control it. Dusick and Olsen go after it out into the center ice area. Now it's out to Marty. Dumps it in. It's an onside, and Dusick will be back to pick this one up. Dusick looking for an opening. He finds Rotzert. Now the Wildcats have 4 players out there. Both sides are even now, 4 against 4. Rotzert does a nice little job to... Oh, that one did come out, though. And Hemingway has taken off the puck. And down into the corner now, and it's Roble that picks it up. Roble out to center ice. Now it's Dusick. Dusick ahead to Hemingway. Hemingway's got Rotzert with him. They spread out a little bit. There's a shot, and Mill Iron handles it. A little pushing and shoving in front of the net. Well, looks like Hemingway's going to get a penalty. I don't know. That one happened after the play. I don't know what it was for, a misconduct or what.
He slid into the goalie, but just hardly bumped him, and then a kid really rammed him from behind, and then he started pushing after that.
Yeah, the reffing so far tonight, I got to say, isn't what you call up to par.
Well, at least they're calling a very, very tight game, because as many penalties as there have been called, it hasn't been a rough game or even a chippy game.
Right. Yeah, it wasn't nothing that was really out of hand. I have to agree.
Just
now,
came up and just kind of, just almost inadvertently,
Oh, that's terrible. That is really a rotten call, interfering with the goalie. He got knocked right into the goalie. But anyway, the refs aren't going to change their mind on that. But Coach Dickmeyer is really wanting an explanation from that.
Shane got hit a lot harder from behind after and then that really pushed him into the goalie harder.
Right.
His initial bump was just
Well, it's on film, but I'm sure that I won't take the time to send it to the referee. So it's going to be a 2-minute penalty on Hemingway. The Wildcats will skate 4, and the Tigers have... well, we got 3. We got 2 men in the box.
4 on 3 for now.
4 on 3. 7:07 is the time of that penalty. 4-0 River Falls. Not on the face-off, controls it himself. Takes a slap shot in Mill Iron gloves. He does drop her, but they blow the whistle first.
Is that curly-headed guy, is he the referee we saw up at Rice Lake? At the bench.
Coach Dickmeyer now is over talking to the boys into the penalty box. I don't know. Got to have some good instruction down there for them, I'm sure. Probably tell them to keep their heads. Now it's the Tigers out in the center ice area. Pass over to Roble coming in, and that's broke up by Dusick. Dusick gets her out into the center ice area, and the Tigers will have to regroup after it. Murtha picks it up. Long lead pass to Leesburg. He couldn't control it, and O'Neill's back there. O'Neill down into the corner, check from behind. But that one, of course, they won't call. The Tigers are behind. Now it's Knott. Throws it up along the boards. Controlled by the Tigers. Centering pass. We got 1 man out of the box. Ogden will come out. And we got a trip. The trip on number 14 for the Tigers, Kruger. Maybe that was the even up call.
Yeah, because I sure didn't.
Oh, it's number 18, Todd Roble. I didn't see that one either. I just wish they would let the boys play the game and try to keep this one out of the referee's hands.
There are so many things go into that kind of thing, but you think back to last Saturday's game, which could have been a real disaster when we had a couple of people that weren't even certified, and I thought they did an outstanding job calling that game. And part of it was I think the kids responded well. You know, the refs let them play, but yet it did not, by any stretch of the imagination, get to be a wild game or out of hand.
That's an excellent point, Jim. Now, we've got 2 referees tonight, and that's another thing why there's probably more penalties. I wish Wisconsin would get away.
One referee and 2 linesmen.
Oh, is that the way it is?
Yeah.
The guys with the red armbands are not referees like the pros? But that guy's calling the penalties.
Well, maybe they are 2 refs.
Yeah, Milliron now on the...
2
refs. And,
yeah, they are the refs.
all right, a little more action in front of the net. I didn't see that one either. But I'm sure that's what, that's one reason why we've got so many penalties is because of 2 referees, and I don't think Wisconsin should go to that. I don't like it. I'm not in favor of it. Just playoffs only, they come out with 2 referees.
Yeah.
Where the other, well, they do have 2 refs in the other game too,
they're both
yet
refs
these
for
guys primarily are looking for penalties. You know, they do take one line, but all right, on the face-off now, Sanchez down into the corner. Sanchez setting up, looking for somebody to pass to. Throws it on up ahead, and it's number 5, Oman. He couldn't control it. Wheeler's there. And now Sanchez knocks it ahead. Landon back again. Nobody can control it. Now it's Marty coming away. Takes a long shot. Miller makes the easy save. Puck is loose down into the corner, and Wheeler comes up with it. Wheeler out to center ice area. Tigers pick it up. Sanchez has it. Throws it right on goal. Miller makes a glove save. He'll hold on. We'll get a face-off just to the left of Mike Miller. 5:31 remaining in the period. We've got 24 seconds in Hemingway's penalty, and then 1:04 remaining in the Tigers.
I'm going to make a prognostication right now, Art, and that's before the game is over, that this New Richmond goalie is going to get called for a penalty.
Well, he's doing a lot of swinging his stick in front of the net.
He is. He's really vicious with that stick.
Anybody comes in that crease. Backhand by Oman, and Miller just walks out, gloves that one, knocks it down and falls on it. We'll have a face-off just to his right. Go ahead, Jim.
That one on Beaver down here, he took on the stick. If Beaver had just dropped the stick and let the kid hit him in the shins, I'm sure he'd had a slash on that one, or it should have been. But he kept his stick out there and took the brunt of it, so they weren't going to call anything.
Wheeler on the face-off, puck is loose into the slot. The Sanchez comes up with the Tigers. He backhands it, couldn't get much onto it, and that one stopped by O'Neill. There's a backhand, and Miller comes out to glove that one. It was at a bad angle, but there were 2 Tigers right down there by the net, but Miller did a nice job, come up with a glove save, and just held right onto it. 9 seconds remaining in the Wildcat penalty, 49 seconds in the Tiger penalty. So in 9 seconds, we'll go on to a power play. Schrank is out there now. He'll take the face-off. Wheeler is on the forward line with him. And the draw is controlled by River Falls. O'Neill comes out, nice backhand pass up for Schrank. Schrank coming across the line, throws her across, but that's picked off by Marty. Now it's out to center ice, and Cernahouse has it. River Falls full strength. Cernahouse just dumps it right on down. Sanchez finds an opening, can't get it out. Dusic's got it. Dusic's shot, saved by Marty. Now it's down along the goal. Milliron just falls on it. And actually the puck was loose. They blew the whistle, though. When you lose sight of it, you blow the whistle. 22 seconds remaining in the power play for the Wildcats. We've got 4:49 remaining in the period. 4-0 River Falls, second period. Mark Murtha will be at center this time, along with Jim Kruger and Dave Olson on the wings. For the Wildcats, Cernahouse, Schrank, and Wheeler. Face-off control by the Tigers. Leesburg gets it, tries to get it out. Dusick tries to hold it in, but he couldn't do it. The Tigers get it, dump it all the way down. Miller goes behind the net, throws her back out into O'Neill at the corner. And now O'Neill is shoved from behind, knocked down, interfered with, or whatever you want to call it. No call on that. Here comes Schrank. Schrank tries to get his Schrank move around that man, and he couldn't do her. Puck is loose at center ice area. Dusick's going to get it. And Richmond's full strength now. And the Tigers, Kruger picks it up. Throws it out to the center ice area to Mark Murtha. Now Cernahouse has it. Cernahouse breaking in, got Schrank on the wing, but that one is picked off his pass. And it's number 16, Olson, for the Tigers. Picks it up, throws it into the center ice area, but the Wildcats hold it in. Pass over to Olson again. Minor's after it. Minor takes it into the corner. He's checked, falls onto the puck, and we'll have a face-off to the left of Milliron. 3:56 remaining in the second period. It's kind of funny, Jim, to see 5 out there on both sides, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Hemingway on the face-off against Mark Johnson for the Tigers. The puck is controlled by the Tigers. Simone takes his man out. Puck is loose against the boards. Nobody can control it. Simone kicks it into the corner. Number 6, Swigum, falls on it. Now Roger gets it. Centering pass, and Hemingway was a little bit too far. Now a pass out to Simone. Now it's Minor cutting right in the slot. Takes a shot, couldn't get much on it, and that one is stopped by Swigum. Swigum comes up with it now. Rotzer takes it away. Rotzer coming down in the corner, being all tied up by number 12, Buffy. There's a pass out to Simone. He takes a shot. Rotzer gets it. Swigum trying to get it. Wilkins takes a shot. Milliron's just going to glove it, and he's not even going to let her out for a rebound. I think they're going to warn him now for holding on to that puck, which I think they should, because there wasn't any Wildcat around when he took that shot from outside the red circle there.
Nobody close. He's going to warn him about delay of game.
Not by and Ogden are out there now. And it's Ullman on the face-off for the Tigers. Olson comes out for the Tigers. Olson, Mark Olson coming down, and O'Neill does a nice job on him, takes him off the puck. It goes down into the Wildcat zone, though, and Dusick picks it up. Ogden's pass out was almost deflected back in there. It's still loose at the corner. The Tigers center it, and now it's O'Neill. O'Neill off the center ice area, and they do call an offside. It just come across the blue line, 2:51 remaining in the period. We'll have the face-off just outside the Wildcat zone in the neutral ice area. They're going to remain with the same lines, I believe. There's a face-off controlled by River Falls. O'Neill over to Dusick. Dusick just shoves it up, and Ogden knocks it into the zone. Milliron is out of there, way out of the net for that one. Dusick gets it at center ice, knocks her down, and Corey Knott's trapped offside, so we got another stop in the action. 2:37 remaining in the period. This face-off will come just outside the Tiger zone.
And basically a lackluster period. There hasn't been a lot happen.
Well, I think it all belongs to the referees.
Yeah.
Schrank now against Murtha. The Tigers battered around at center ice. Nobody could control it. And now they dump her all the way down into the zone. Miller stops it. And Landon just shoves it around the board. Leesburg's after it. Leesburg still got it. A backhand. That one's a little bit wide. Miller did get a stick on it and deflected into the corner. McCutcheon now. He knocks it away. It's down behind the net. McCutcheon's skating her up. McCutcheon looking for somebody to pass to. Pass up to Wheeler, and he's knocked down on that. Now it's Landon. The Tigers doing some forechecking right now. Schrank, he couldn't get it out. Centering pass on a backhand shot by number 18, Robo, and that one is saved by Miller. The Tigers still controlling it. Here comes Cernahouse. He gets it out into the center ice area anyway. 1:51 remaining in the period. There's a long lead pass. Schrank's going to pick that one up. He's bringing her down into the corner. He couldn't get it centered. And now he's got it again. There's a shot he fanned on. And number 16, Olson, comes away with it for the Tigers. Hemingway's out there. And now it's into the corner, and Wilkins has it. Wilkins going into the corner with his man. He's checked off the puck. Now Rotsert up to Hemingway. Hemingway's taken on. Rotsert comes away with it. The man's all over Rotsert. There's a trip. We got a penalty. Schrank's got it. Takes a shot. And the Tigers finally touch it, and we're going to have a tripping penalty on the Tigers. 1:16 remaining in the period. The Wildcats will go on another power play.
Wasn't much question about that one. Jeffy got tripped up.
Well, it's being interfered with all the way down. The guy was just marginal as far as almost getting an interference call, but he did end up doing the trip. He made that one very plain. 4-0. The Wildcats. Hemingway on the face-off. Throws her ahead to Minor. Minor out to Simone. Simone back to Minor. Minor walking into the slot. Now it's Hemingway. There's a shot and a goal. He beats Mill Iron right to the front, right in front of Mill Iron, and he hit the pipe and it went in.
Second one to hit the pipe and bounce the right direction for us.
Maybe that's to make up for some of those pipe shots we missed in Hudson last Saturday. This one hit the pipe and went in. So we've got a 5-0 game, and that took exactly 7 seconds. So it's 1:16. Now it's 1:09.
Yeah, we scored 7 seconds on that one.
On the face-off, Hemingway against Murtha. What? The Tigers come up with it. Number 22 is McAndrew. Shoves it on down. Miller will knock it down behind his net, and Simone picks it up. Rotzert ahead off the boards to Hemingway. Hemingway couldn't control it. He's ridden off the puck. And now it's out to center ice, and Murtha will pick it up. Murtha fans on it. Miner picks it up. Miner being hooked. He's still handling the puck. Comes around, breaking across the right side. And we got an offside. Either Hemingway or Rotzert, it looked like. 42 seconds remaining in the period. And River Falls will do a line change now. Knott will come out with Ogden and by O'Neill and Dusick on defense. Murtha to take this face-off for the Tigers. Knott draws her on back to O'Neill. Kicks it ahead, and Dusick's going to pick it up. Dusick breaking across. He takes a wrist shot, and that's saved by Mill Iron. Along the boards it comes. Dusick holds it in. Another wrist shot, deflection by Corey Knott, and that one is just high. Now it's by, being all tied up by Swanson, and Mill Iron pounces on the puck the first chance he gets. We got 18 seconds left in the period.
That was a beautiful deflection, just got a little bit high.
Just a little bit high, but they had the right idea on that one. Mike Ullman will take this face-off for the Tigers against Knott. Ullman shoves it ahead, and Ogden takes a shot. Down behind the net, By takes his man into the board. 12 seconds remaining in the period. By, loose puck into the slot. Knott, now By, and they couldn't control it. It's along the boards. Out to the point. Here comes O'Neill with a shot and a leg kick. Saved by Mill Iron. Ogden gets off a shot. It hits Sanchez in the pads, and they put on a big flurry at the end, but they come up just a little bit short on that one. So we're at the end of the second period now, and we'll be back in a couple minutes to give you the shots on goal and the whole bit.
So Eau Claire North is looking to play either Eau Claire Memorial or Menominee for that other spot. And of course, 4 teams out of the state of Wisconsin advanced to the state tournament down in Madison.
Yes, and there's been some talk about expanding the league to 38 teams, and if we could do that, we could get to an 8-team tournament rather than a 4-team tournament. And you look at the Spooners right now and the other teams up north, they look like they're ready to go WIAA hockey here within the next 2 or 3 years, and that'll be a plus. That'll put us at 36. If we get a couple more teams in, we'll be able to expand to an 8-team tournament rather than a 4.
I was talking to some people from the Emery area, and the Emery program has come a long ways, and they've got an exceptional hockey program over there.
Yeah, yes, they do. I've come over here and played this last couple of weeks in a few of our tournaments that we have here. They look surprisingly well. They're a few years away from WIAA hockey, though, but we've got some other towns that are probably a little bit closer than Amory. We got, I believe, like I said, the Spooner area. That looks just about the best out of our district.
Third and final period of hockey coming up right now as the ref drops the puck and the draw is controlled by the Tigers. With the puck into the River Falls zone is Steve Olson. He's ridden off the play there by Rotzert, who shoots it around his own net. Now with the puck is Jeff Rotzert. He tries to get it up for Wilkins. Setting right out front. Whoa! Saved by Miller. And Steve Olson had a golden opportunity as nobody was standing right there. And all he had to do was poke it over, and Miller grabbed it and made the save.
Well, that's the difference between winning and losing right there, is when you've got the opportunity to score and you can't.
Of course, in this third period, if New Richmond comes on the power play, we will draw a name, and that person will have 10 minutes and 7 seconds to call in if New Richmond scores to win themselves a $10 gift certificate from New Richmond Sports. So we'll have to see what happens. Back to live action. The draw is controlled by the Tigers. A quick shot again, and Miller has to cover up and save. with 14:36 left to go in the hockey game. 5-0 in favor of River Falls.
Very good pressure by the number 1 line for the New Richmond Tigers.
Draws controlled by River Falls. They try and clear the zone. Kept in by Mike Ullman. Centering right out in front for Steve Olson, but the pass too far as River Falls clears the zone back out into the neutral zone. Back to get it there is Sanchez. He loses at the minor. Setting for Hemingway. Shot saved by Milliron. A beautiful save by Brian Milliron.
Very good save by Brian Milliron right there. But then again, another defensive mistake where the River Falls Wildcats picks the pocket of the New Richmond defender and goes in on a 2-on-1.
All they had to do was clear the zone, and they just can't seem to do that, and that's been the problem all day long.
What the reasoning is behind this is goes back to the first and the second periods. When you've got people that are forechecking you constantly, the defenders or the defense, as they're trying to break out of the zone, are hurrying up their passes. They're trying to make a good pass, and they're just coming out and they get their pocket picked, or they make an errant pass and they read the play and pick it off.
Draws control by River Falls with it. Dusek gets it to center ice to Ogden. Ogden has one man to beat. He's taken out by Swanson, who does a beautiful defensive job. Now we come back at center ice. Lead pass for Roble. That's too far. Now Murphy intercepted. Has Roble on his left. Todd Roble down in the corner. He's ridden off the play there by Corey Knott, who takes him out of play. Now a weak shot there by Chuck Leesburg. That's blocked out in front. Now Ogden comes back here for River Falls into the New Richmond zone. Back to get it there is Leesburg, who clears the zone again. Leesburg clears it all the way down the zone. No call, waved off. O'Neill back to get it for Dusek. He leaves it for River Falls. Up there for Matt Wheeler. Wheeler's ridden off the play by David Olson. Now to O'Neill. O'Neill tries to tie it up. Tried to center it was Roble. Now to David Olson, who tries to jam it in. That's cleared out into the corner. With it there is Mike Ullman. And we're going to have a penalty coming up here on River Falls. And finally, well, the ref's got his hand up in the air, and finally they touch the puck. A call on New Richmond, okay. 12:53 left to go, 5-0 in favor of New Richmond. We'll have more hockey action coming up right after this timeout.
Well, so far, Jim, I think the refs have kind of let things go so far in that period until that first penalty right there.
Yeah, and that kid, it looked to me like he actually kicked. He was down and had his leg and kicked it up at Dusek. And I think that could have been a little more penalty than they called, but it may have been
double minor. That's a double minor, so
yeah.
it's a 4-minute penalty on the Tigers.
Yeah,
and like
see,
you said,
I didn't look at the clock, but they did call him for.
And Menominee. And located in New Richmond on South.
Face-off is coming out into the neutral ice area now. Cernahouse is out there with Schrank and Wheeler.
Supplies all the area with Coca-Cola.
Draw is controlled by the Wildcats. Now the Tigers dumping in. Delayed offside will be called if they do pick it up.
1962.
And it's up ahead to Wheeler. Now McCutcheon has it. Into the center ice area looking for someone to pass to. That one is broke up by Olson for the Tigers. Olson coming right in. And that one back end is wide. Now it's Sanchez knocks it back. Now Landon has it. Landon will take it down behind his net. He's being bothered by Olson. Olson just pulls him right down, and there's no call on that one. Oh, maybe we do have one.
And Sunday.
Yeah, they got him. They got Olson, so the Tigers will be another man down, and this is going to be an awful costly one. We got 3:19 on one penalty, another 2 minutes on another, so the Tigers are in deep trouble.
Now, if there is a penalty scored here, does that 118 go off first?
Boy, we got it. Talking to the wrong man.
Dave, if there's a penalty now, does that 118 go off?
New Richmond.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
The unexpired penalty from the guy that got the double minor, his first minor would go
All
off.
right, so then it'll be 2 minutes apiece.
Now, Jim Simone surrounds his own net and breaks out. Shoots it out to center ice, intercepted there by Mark Bertha. Now Simone gets it back. Simone over to Rotsert now with it. Jeff Rotsert. Cross ice now to Wilkins. Wilkins with a shot. Blocked out front.
Beautiful backhand by Rotsert. He picked up the loose puck in front of Milliron. Didn't make the initial save. And puck come there, and Jeff just did a nice backhand, lifted it high into the net, and we've got a 6-0 score.
It should take 52 seconds off that, and then we'll still have 2 minutes.
2 minutes, exactly.
And then 133 on the other penalty.
Right.
So we've got another 133.
I think the refs are explaining that to the scorekeepers right now.
Definitely the River Falls Wildcats are not the weaker team.
Yeah.
River Falls going from our right to our left. New Richmond from our left to our right this third and final period. They're down 6-0. New Richmond is. River Falls out in front in WIAA tournament hockey action here from the Sports Center right here on WIXK.
Unfortunately, right now, is that New Richmond still has to have only a 3-man situation here. River Falls will be skating a 5-on-3. There was a double minor there against Mike Ullman, so what they'll do is they'll erase the first minor off of Ullman, but Ullman's still going to have to stay in the penalty box, and they'll skate on a 5-on-3 situation. First one, usually on a situation like that, the first one in the penalty box is the first one out. In this case, Mike Ullman having a double minor, he'll be sticking home.
I thought Steve Olson might come out too, but that isn't the case because he's the second one in the box, right?
Not unless I'm reading something wrong here. I would say that he'd have to stay in there too. They'll just erase the first part of the double minor.
They'll erase the unexpired time from his first penalty.
Whatever.
All the players and the refs are talking about it. Let's take a 15-second timeout and be back here for the news.
DSOG 1121 South Main.
If that had been 2 minutes and 10 seconds into Ullman's penalty, then he would have come out of the box.
No.
No, if it had
50 seconds left.
No, if with 4 minutes, if it had gone to 150, in other words, if he had served 2 minutes and 10 seconds,
right, then he'd come out of the box.
Then he'd come out of the box.
Right.
But that occurred during his first penalty.
Hemingway, Rochford, and Minor are out there now. Face-off control by River Falls. Into the zone. Tigers pick it up, dump it all the way. Try to, but Simone stops that one at center ice. Here comes Simone now, up to Hemingway. Takes it across the blue line. Laser for Minor. Nice drop pass to Rochford. And a tip, and that one was just a little bit wide, and now the Tigers can't get it out. There's it over to the point now, down to Hemingway. Hemingway to Minor in the slot. He takes a shot. Milliron makes that save. Hemingway one more time. Nice passing by the Wildcats. Hold it in there, Wilkins, down into the corner. Back out to Wilkins. There's out to Hemingway. He tries to get it down, but the Tigers pick it up and shove it all the way down, and Miller will pick it up. That good control by the Wildcats. Now it's Simone. Simone with 3 wings, winding up. Simone taking it up, passes it over to Wilkins, and we got an offside. 10:44 remaining in the period and 32 seconds on 1.
They're practicing now. This is the kind of situation I'm sure that Coach Dick Meyer is pleased to have occur because it doesn't come about that often. But you like to take advantage of it, and quite frankly, a game like this, you can practice it a little bit.
Well, a little information here. Lefty Smith has done quite extensive study on that. He's a Notre Dame coach, and 5-on-3s, there's less goals scored 5-on-3 than there is 5-on-4s.
I guess I've heard that.
That's intercepted by Chris O'Neill. O'Neill into the New Richmond zone. Cross-ice pass there for Dusek. Rebound is good.
And another rebound shot by Ogden.
He picked up the rebound off a Milliron's stick and used his backhand and just flipped it over his shoulder to make it 7-0 with 10:27 left to go in the hockey game.
Well, what that should erase right now, that should erase Mike Ullman's penalty now. With Steve will have to stay in there for another 15
Mike
seconds.
Ullman's penalty, Jim, if we can just talk over the radio station here, it proved to be awful costly for the Tigers. 2 goals were scored, and now he is going to get to come out of the box.
On goals and penalties.
10:27 left to go, 7-0 in favor of River Falls. Draws control by the Wildcats. They shoot it down into the Richmond zone. Back to get it there is Marty. And
we got another penalty.
Penalty coming up.
By the looks of the River Falls player, it's got to be him.
Tom, our statistician's trying to get the names of the penalties here, and we had to be quiet there for a second. Once again, if you missed it earlier tonight, the New Richmond Tigers tied for a share of the Middle Border Conference basketball crown by defeating Hudson here in New Richmond by a score of 34-32. Ryan Sanchez with it now. He drops it for Kruger. Kruger into the River Falls zone. A quick shot. Skate save by Miller of the Wildcats.
Nice save.
And Mike Oman tries to keep it in at the point. That's kept in there by Marty, who shoots it down in the left-hand corner. Dave Marty there. Drops it for Buffy. Buffy with a drive. That's blocked out front. Setting for Sanchez. A weak shot right out in front. That's blocked out in front. Now Mike Oman at the left point with the puck. Gets it down for Dave Marty. Setting out in front for Sanchez.
Yeah.
He loses the puck and it clears the zone by the Wildcats. Craig Lake clears the zone. Now New Richmond comes back out. With the puck there is
Or at least the two
Mike
wings.
Oman. Mike Oman at center ice now. He's ridden off the play. Now Hemingway breaks back out. Has Kruger to beat. Goes around Kruger. A weak shot. That's steered aside by Miller. Now backhand right out in front. Rebound. Nobody home for River Falls as New Richmond breaks back out. Sanchez into the River Falls zone. Weak backhander. That shot wide. He gets his own rebound. Now with it out to the right point is Kruger. Jim Kruger with it. Kruger over to Mike Oman. Back out to Kruger now at the point. It comes across the line and it's offside on the New Richmond Tigers. 8:56 left to go in the hockey game. 7-0 in favor of River Falls.
We're still making those mistakes that we did in the first period now. We're out of the penalty box, but we still can't, our defensive people cannot hang on to the puck, and we're making constant errors. We're afraid of being hit right now.
Ice got a new man.
Shots controlled by River Falls now. They try to clear the zone. They do. Kept in there by Chuck Leesburg. Leesburg now up to Murtha. Murtha shoots it down in. Steered aside by Miller, the goaltender. McAndrew tries to race with Simone. Simone wins it. Gets it to Wilkins, who tries to clear the zone. Kept in by David Olsen. Olsen to Leesburg at the right point. That comes up, Kieran's off the boards, and Miller had to cover up for River Falls.
Yeah, there was, again, Mike McAndrew was sitting on the doorstep there, and the goaltender did cover up the puck. Whistle blowing on the play, and McAndrew thought maybe he had a second chance at it. So when you bite the bullet, sometimes you bite a little too hard.
They'll face off to the left of Mike Miller, the River Falls goaltender. 8:30 left to go in this third and final period. 7-0 in favor of River Falls. Draws controlled by the Tigers. Out to the point to Chuck Leesburg. Cross ice there for Swanson. That's intercepted there by Chris By. That's intercepted back by Mike McAndrew. Now Chuck Leesburg with it. Leesburg with a drive. That's shot wide. It goes Cairns around the board. Kept in by Swanson, who shoots it down in the corner. Still kept in by the Tigers. Now David Olsen with it. He's being roughed up by Chris By. Down behind the net it goes. Now Chris O'Neill with it. Up to By. By drops it for Miner. Miner circling around his own end now. Dean Miner with it. Miner at center ice. Being rid by McAndrew. No call as Miner falls down. And kept in the zone by the Wildcats. A quick slap shot by Chris O'Neill. That's saved out in front by the Lion. They shoot it around the boards. Kept in by Dusek. Dusek tried to center it for somebody. Nobody home for River Falls. Kept in at the point now by Dusek again. Dusek with a drive. That's steered aside by Miller. As Leesburg tries to clear the zone. Gets it up for David Olsen. Now to Mark Murtha. Murtha tried to clear. Kept in by Ogden. Ogden with a drive. That's saved by Miller. Steered aside. Now with it there is Schrank, who shoots it around the boards. That's intercepted there by Swanson, who breaks back out. Kept in at the point by O'Neill. It comes out of the blue line there, and it comes offside. So 7:06 left to go. 7-0 in favor of River Falls.
River Falls right now is smelling a victory, so they got a little bit of the killer instinct in them, and they're going after the puck into the New Richmond zone. New Richmond's got the same problem they had in the first period. They can't break the puck out of their own zone.
The clock continues to run. 6:45 and counting. 7-0 in favor of River Falls. Mike Johnson faces off against Corey Knott. Knott wins the draw. Gets it up for Ogden into the New Richmond zone. That's intercepted there by Mike Johnson, but he tried to clear his zone. Kept in by River Falls. With it now is Jim Kruger. Kruger around one man. Out to center ice. Tried to get a lead pass for Johnson. That's intercepted. Going to have an offside here on River Falls. It's, I believe, number 16 there, Trig Olsen for River Falls, went in offside. We got some ice repairs here. Let's take a break in the action. Our score, River Falls 7, New Richmond nothing. We'll be back after this timeout.
Save on sporting goods now at New Richmond.
Yeah, we have running time now with a 7-goal lead in the third period.
5:51 remaining in the period. Tigers get it. They try to dump it down, and Ogden's going to pick it up. Ogden over to By, or to Knott. Knott back to Ogden. Ogden's being ridden up, and Knott comes right in front, backhands, and Milliron makes a big save. Olsen's there at the doorstep, but Milliron covered up and saved that one.
Horry knew he had to slide by because he couldn't get it by him. He was in too close, and then when he got through the crease, slid through, he didn't have any angle to get the shot back on him, and it was backhanded by them.
5:19 remaining in the period. River Falls will send out Schrank with Wheeler and Cernahouse. On the draw, it's going to be Schrank. The draw is controlled by the Tigers. Try to get it out. Simone takes a shot. Cernahouse tried to deflect it, and I don't know if he slowed it down or what, but Milliron was able to fall on it. Covered up. We'll have the face-off to his right again.
There wasn't much happening to the puck by the time it got to the goalie.
One more time, we've got a timeout. Oh, timeout by who? Oh, I don't know. The refs are calling that. Must be some ice problems down there along that board, too. Yeah. 4:44 that's going to come at. Oh, we got a...
Since they've got artificial ice in here, I don't know what the trouble is over there.
Times like this is when it's nice to tune in on the radio.
180 pounds, 200 pounds going together against this board. What happens is that the board gives, and these plates come up and crack the ice. So that's what they're down there in the process of doing right now, is repairing that crack in the ice right there. And the word I got is that this summer that we're going to be cutting those plates off around the bottom of the rink here, so that when the check does go in there, and it sometimes happens when the Zamboni will hit the board, or that plate will come up and crack the ice.
7-0 in favor of River Falls. 4:44 left to go. The clock has stopped. We'll take this time out and be back here in a few short minutes.
Specializing in team sports and sport.
We don't put commercials on WCMB.
No, sir. This is just like educational television and radio.
Well, the sounds of it.
There is one thing we can say, and that is the guy that's doing it on the radio is obviously a little more knowledgeable about some of the technical aspects than we are.
Right, I think so.
He's a hometowner. He knows what's wrong with the rink.
Well, Jim, it sounded like Superior's going to be the one to get the nod up there at Rice Lake. They were ahead 5-2 at the end of the second period.
I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, and Menominee had Eau Claire Memorial down 2-1 in the third period. Didn't say how much time was left, but I remember reading Menominee had knocked off Memorial once this year.
Yes, that's
and
correct.
I think they also knocked North off once this year. I'm not sure about that, but that Big Rivers was anybody's this year. I wonder who did win that conference.
I don't know. I haven't seen.
I know Memorial knocked off North twice. I would have to say probably Memorial, because they beat Menominee once and Chippewa once, but Chippewa knocked them off, and so did Memorial. Or Menominee. Oh, he's still got, well, it must be a major repair job down there that they're doing.
Yeah, there's one thing you have to say is that the Superior is coming down with, they're an experienced team, tournament-wise.
Now, there's no doubt about it. River Falls has probably got an hour more travel time than Superior does. I think Tom said it was 70 miles to Hayward from Superior, and we've got, that's what, an hour and 15 minutes or so, and I'm sure we got 2.5, huh?
Yeah, we must have a 2.5-hour drive. You don't have this on, do you?
New Richmond will be bringing back some players next year. Quite a young squad this year.
Yeah, and even next year it's still considered a young squad. When you go right down and see it, there's 2 freshmen and 7 sophomores. Is that what it is? And
5 seniors.
Yeah, there's going to be 5 seniors next year, and 3 juniors that are going to turn to seniors. So you take a look at what New Richmond's coming up next year, and they're going to be seasoned veterans. That's going to help quite a bit.
The River Falls Wildcats, on the other hand, this is the team, I believe, you were telling me, that went to the National Bantam Hockey Tournament.
Yes, they played us when they were in our conference about 4 years ago. Brian Millarn was my goaltender at that time, too. And they beat us in 2 games. We only faced them 2 games. They beat us 5-0 and 3-0. And by far, they're the best hockey team we ever faced that year.
Well, they got the ice fixed, and we're back to live action. The draw is controlled by the Tigers. Now Sanchez, that's on ice with it. Brian Sanchez into the River Falls zone. He dropped the pass there for Mike Oman, and he forgot to stop at the blue line, and Mike carried the puck in, so we got an onside on Brian.
Yeah. It looked like he lost control right there at the blue line, and the puck just stayed put and caught everybody offsides.
4:05 left to go, 7-0 in favor of River Falls. The draw is controlled by River Falls. Simone picks it up, gets it up for Wheeler of River Falls. Mike Wheeler. He's ridden off the play there by Mike Oman. Oman with it now. He's ridden off there by Schrank. Schrank drops it there for Cernerhouse. Cernerhouse is ridden off the play, and New Richmond shoots it right on goal, down on Miller, and he has to make the save. Simone back to pick it up for River Falls. Jim Simone, the big defenseman. Centering right out front, stolen there by Gabe Marty, but nobody home for the Tigers as River Falls comes back. Leesburg gets it for the Tigers as it goes into the New Richmond zone, and he clears the zone. And it goes out of play as River Falls tries to knock it right back down, goes out of play with 3:24 left to go in the hockey game.
Well, you can tell that the River Falls Wildcats are skating